Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would like to start off giving honor, glory, and praise and worship to our power, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Give honor to our apostles, our elders, great millstone, who will teach you on sound doctrine. Shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children. Let the Lord have mercy on these last days. All right. It's your brother Hadash representing GMS branch here in Cleveland, Lord willing to bring out a quick and edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah. All right. So here we go. Here you got a YouTuber, I guess, on the screen. It says YouTuber eats in front of homeless man as a prank. Right? And it just shows you how low. Hey, turn that down, mama. It just shows you how low we have come to as a point as a nation. I mean, he looks like what appears to be a Jake, you know what I'm saying? So here you have it, a guy, he's mocking, all right, a homeless man. All right, not just mocking and taunting him. You see individuals like this is how the people do us, all right? The ones who are doing the work for the Lord. You have people that mock us in the same fashion. You see? Why is this Jake? If he's a Jake, why is he doing this to his own brother? He's doing this because he's doing this. Well, like I said, he appears to be Jake, but he's doing this unto this homeless man that also appears to be a Jake. He's doing this unto him because why? This man right here on the screen has adopted the mindset of an Edomite. He has adopted the mindset of our oppressor, of our enemy. Okay, that's why he's doing this. That's why he think it's cool. Okay, because what is Esau? Esau don't never want to appear to be the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And Esau always wanna like portray himself as something, and that's what he's doing in this video. This guy is he's clout chasing. Okay, Esau clout chase. You know what I'm saying? He had to take on everybody's heritage. He want everybody to worship him. He want people to like him. That's what this dude is doing. You know what I'm saying? For all of the gains of what? Money and fame and notoriety and popularity. You know? See, we had to die in this world so that we can live. We're not trying to gain popularity in this world, man. We're trying to gain popularity with YAHWASHI. But here you have it. You have this video kind of made me mad as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, I mean, whoever the 2/3 is, Lord willing, we're not a part of that number. Lord willing, we're part of the hopeful elect. Because the 2/3, man, we call it 2/3 behavior. If you in the know, you know. 2/3 behavior is the same as flood behavior. You know, this guy right here will be. Sometimes you just easily identify if he don't repent and if the Lord don't show mercy at that time. This nigga is missile food, man. And the Lord might very well use this guy that he taunted to I saw the brother Malak from Detroit. He actually was going into this too, not that long ago. Another brother went into this too through the spirit. Elder Monat Zaba was touching on this. I didn't get to watch him. I caught a little bit of the brother Malak, all right, out of Detroit. He was going into this too, but I think I caught the part where he made an example of the Lord might use that homeless man to cut this guy's neck slow, man, not fast, slow when times get bad, man. Okay, first of all, he's doing a video at this Wendy's, and not necessarily, but he got to be from this area. He got to live around there. So the Lord is going to have it where when times get rough, he's going to put it in that guy's mind. And he's going to have him remember him, man. Just like the people are going to remember the prophets when times get rough. They're going to remember the Father all of a sudden like he's been in their life the whole time. That's how it's going to be in that time, man. For all the ones who mocked us, all right, or who mocked the poor. Because we're poor in spirit, man. And we're poor physically, man. All right, but we're poor. We're rich in spirit and we're poor physically, I should say. Salakia. See what I'm saying? We're poor to this world, man. So the people despise us. They despise the poor man's knowledge. They despise the poor man's wisdom, as the scriptures say. You see? This nigga think he's above this. He think he's above this homeless man because he's walking around with a Nike hoodie on with some dookie strings on his head, right? And then on top of that, he can go to and fro and go home and eat some ramen noodles and warm up his goddamn pork sandwich, man. So he automatically think he's better than his brother, man. What does the scripture say? Let me see if this play, man. Let me see if this play. Man. I wasn't gonna play it. Let me play this real quick, and then we're gonna get these scriptures and close out, man. We don't gotta make this long. Let me see. How you turn this sound on? Bear with me. Where's the sound for this? Oh, wait, here we go. All right, it's not playing. Let me do this. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it off my phone so you can hear this. All right, it's not playing. All right, bear with me. Los Angeles, California. All right. Let me start this over. Los Angeles, California has the third biggest home population in the United States. And today it's my job to make sure there's one less hungry person on the streets. Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, I was wondering, are you hungry by any chance, man? All right, man, I got you. Would you like a Baconator, fries, drinks? Is that cool? All right, what's your name, man? Israel. God bless you, Israel. I got you. I'll be right back, man. Yeah, man. Right. Large fry, Baconator, man. You know, I want you to enjoy this. Really good. All right, take care. Have a nice day. Los Angeles, California has the third biggest. All right, look at this, this dookie face, man. This nigga dookie head, man. Like, man, oh my God, man. I hate niggas, man. Let me do this. I'm gonna play it. Let me see. I'm gonna play it off my phone. Los Angeles, California. Hold on. Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, all right, so he came on like he, you know what I'm saying, was all humble. That's what Esau do. Come crouching like real humble and then stab you in your damn back, in your face, too. He did it in his face. First, it was in his back because he thought he was deceptive. That's an Edomite spirit, man. That's an Edomite spirit. All right. Because in our law, we don't move like that. We move as kings, man. We're practicing kings, and this is why the 2/3 gotta fucking die, man. Because you know they think like our oppressor, man. They think like our oppressor, you know. Because in our law, our laws and our ways, we have order. We have order, and we had we had laws that covered everything, man. Our ways, it was the ways of life, and it covered everything, even down to the seizing of a woman. Okay, everything is covered with the Most High because we were representing Him, so we have to live accordingly on how push out His vibration. So this Deuteronomy 24:21, it says, "When thou gatherest the grapes of the vineyard of thy vineyard, thou shalt not glean it afterwards." All right. So if you don't know what that word glean means, let's do this. AV 16. Use this because it's more accurate to the definitions that's in the 1611. AV 1611 glean. Let's go to glean. All right. It says, let's go to gleaned. Gather after reapers. Right. It says collected from small detached parcels as grain gleaned from the field. Right. It says cleared of what's left. So we will have a system in place that will also feed the poor. Everybody ate. Okay. Yeah. You have, you know, you have status and order, right? You have rich and poor, even amongst Israel, but everybody was taken care of, man. You see, everybody was taken care of. So it would be a process called gleaned. All right, where like it says here, cleared of what is left. The ones that were poor will go into the field and pick up what was left for them to pick up, after the reapers, which are the or the rich that would go into the vineyards or into the field and gather whatever portion they needed for their family. Then they, whatever was left, whatever spilled, whatever fell, they would leave on the ground. All right, they won't pick it up. They would just gather, boom, and then walk away. What was left would be for the poor. All right. So that's that we had a system in place, man. It says Deuteronomy 24:21, when thou gatherest the grapes of thy vineyard, thou shalt not glean it afterwards. It shall be for the stranger, for the fatherless, and for the widow. This is only for Israel, right? Like he's talking about, right? Also, shit, the nations too, man. Because in the kingdom, man, we gon' we gon' the whole world is gonna rejoice. It says in Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous and authority, the people rejoice. So when we're at that high, back in our status or lots or positions, all right, the whole world's gonna benefit because you're not gonna have people sleeping on the streets, niggas in trash cans, eating, gotta go through filth just to eat. All right, eating pigs and different shit like that. It says Deuteronomy 24:22, and thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt. Therefore, I command thee to do this thing. Right. So this nigga right here, this is how important it is to know your history, man. Because this guy right here, he thinks he's free. You see? He thinks he's free. That's why he's doing this. He literally think he's free, man. That's sad, man. Because matter of fact, it tell you in James 2, verse 5, it says, James 2:5, hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him. Right, it's talking about his elect, right? But ye have despised the poor, but it's also, you can also apply it to this situation. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before thy judgment seat? You see, this nigga act like he not oppressed, man. Look at this goofy nigga, man. Because it makes you mad, man, because it shows you that our people literally have adopted the mindset of our oppressor. They have adopted the mindset of an Edomite, man. Jeremiah 5, their deeds surpass the deeds of the wicked. They're doing wickedly greatly, if that makes sense. You see? So he's taunting this guy, right? He's taunting this guy as if he's not oppressed. Like his oppressors worshiping him. You know what I'm saying? But this is the mindset of Israel, man. This is the mindset of our people. And look, it's spiritual because his name was Israel. This is how the nation look at us as a whole, man. They mock and hiss at us, man. This guy is taunting and mocking us, man. Mocking his brother. The scripture say you supposed to love thy brother, man. All right, it applies to the elect, the ones in the truth, but it applies to all Israel. We love Israel, man. See, Jake, when they see rebuke videos and us getting on Jake, they think we hate Jake. No, man, we love brothers, man. We love even brothers that's not amongst our circle, man. You know why we do? Because one, we're commanded to, and then two, they're Israel. They still Israel at the end of the day. And the reason why we do these things is because we love you. If your parents never chastised you, they didn't love you. The scriptures talk about him that is not chastised is like a bastard, roughly paraphrasing. All right, without a father, man. All right, no love. If the father didn't chasten us, it would show that he didn't love us, man. The fact that he let these heathens do whatever they want to do and think the scriptures tell you in 2 Maccabees 7, the young man said, "Thou doest what thou wilt," talking to Antiochus. Some people say Titus. That's an Edomite. So if the Lord let you do what you want to and will and let you live deliciously in sin, man, that nigga don't. You thought this nigga thought about the Lord? No, that means the Lord don't love you, man. He loved all Israel, but the condition of Israel right now, they have to perish with the oppressor, man. So James 5 and 2 and 6 again, but ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? Right? Are you not in poverty as well, man? Is your face not on the dollar as well? Don't you live in the same neighborhood? Even if you do live in a nice neighborhood, dude. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to him for wants in all things. You're not free, my man. Going to Sirach, chapter 4. Jake think they doing something because they could roam to and fro as they so-called please, and get a Bugatti, and you know what I'm saying? This is the dainties and the riches that blinded the minds of Israel, man. Sirach 4 and start at the top. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. Make not an hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. This nigga is he's provoking him, man. And like the brother said, what if he cut his neck slow? The Lord is going to rouse this man up. If he's not, hey man, you never know, man. How about YAHWAH can do anything, man? Anything. Tell you in Matthew 19, with men this is impossible, but with Yahweh Bashim YAHWAH, all things are possible. You don't know what the Lord going to do, because his name, look, it was so spiritual because his name is Israel too. And this is how the people look at us, even our own people. Here we're giving you words of life and on how to receive salvation and where to go to for shelter and how to gain shelter. All right. And the days that's ahead, the days are evil, as the scriptures say. And you're despising the information. You're despising us because we're deemed in your eyes as poor. You know, we're deemed in your eyes as poor. I mean, Jake, even on a carnal level, Jake he'll be plushed down, clean, get out a nice whip and everything. They'll still look down on you, man. It's just we're not fit for this society, man. Doing the men that do the work of the Lord, we completely contrary to this way of life, man. You know, and you can see it even when brothers go get a drink, you know what I'm saying, and so forth and so forth. You look at the people look at you, man. You know, so it's like, bro, like, and this is how our people think. They think like they're oppressor. They act as if they're not poor themselves, as we just read in James 2, man. Sirach 4 and 2, make not an hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. That man, regardless of what he did to get to that state, the Lord brought him that way. He brought him low. Yeah, the Lord also controlled that dude to do that through the Spirit, but it's the point of the hand and the matter, man. It says, verse 3, add not more trouble to an heart that is vexed. That nigga is vexed, man. He probably lost his job. Because he lost his job, he lost his woman, lost his house. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he was vexed and distressed because when the dude mocked him, bro didn't even flinch. He didn't even move. He just put his head down. You know? It says, add not more trouble to a heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is needy. Now, like the brothers also, I think I heard him mention too, like you don't always have to give everything to everybody you see homeless, right? It's just the point. It's the point of the fact of the matter how he did it. He mocked him. All right, let your yay be yay, your nay be nay. If you said you was gonna help that man, help that man. You know, that's what happened. Even brothers we at camp, somebody is in distress. You know what I'm saying? Boom, brothers, brothers give a few dollars, boom, and keep it pushing, man. Are they not your people too? Are we not judges and kings on the earth? Or do we not walk after YAHWASHI, man? Then YAHWASHI heal the lame, you know? Bro, these are just examples on how we are to move and think as royalty, man. He showed clearly that he has no royalty way of thinking whatsoever, man. And I'm going to show you that he thinks like an Edomite. I'm going to close out with that. It's Sirach 34. This is Sirach 4 and 1. It says, reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer should be heard of him that made him. You see? So if that man really, like, deep down inside, if that man deep down inside was cursed that young man, All right. I wish that nigga was in my position. Yo, the Lord literally put that man in that position, man. He literally will put that dude in that position, man. You see? Because why? Because he cursed, he cursed him with his whole heart and whole soul, man. Meaning he meant it with everything in him. You see? That's why also too the curse is going on our enemies. Because in our spirits, we feel the same way to our enemies, man. How they mock us, how they curse us. You know what I'm saying? So we throw up them curses on their ass too, man. And we mean it. And then the Lord is slowly putting that role on them, man. You know, and it's going to completely come on them. The roles is going to be in reverse. The scripture say that in Matthew 19, at the last verse, they that are last should be first and the first should be last, man. Hey, man, you just got to remain humble, man. You got to stay humble, bros. You know, this is not to brothers, but you know what I'm saying? This is just, that video is vexing. This, and we close out with this. Sorry, 34. This is Sirach 34, and let's jump right to the point. He that 18. It says, he that sacrificeth a thing wrongfully gotten, his offering is ridiculous, and the gift of unjust men are not accepted. And this dude is probably a Christian or whatever. And then he probably think that just because he did this, or there's nothing wrong with it, right? You know, and then and then he probably going home and praying, man. You know, he think he's in good case with the Lord, man, or he think he's gonna wake up tomorrow, or he think he's not gonna get into some type of car crash or some type of, you know. It says, he that sacrifices of a thing wrongfully gotten, his offering is ridiculous, and the gifts of unjust men are not accepted. Right. This is the wicked. All right. These are the ways of the wicked. Right. It says the Most High is not pleased with the offerings of the wicked. Neither is he pacified for sin by the multitude of sacrifices. Whoso bringeth an offering of the goods of the poor doeth as one that killeth the son before his father's eyes. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him. And he that defraudeth the labor of his hire is a blood shedder. Right. And that's in a sense what this young man did. You see, he to the point he mocked him. You see, this is how the wicked mock us. Because you see, so that because the bread, it says the bread of the needy is their life. Right. They thrive and they live off our fall. They thrive and they live off us being in poverty. This man got a kick and he thrived off this man in poverty. He rejoiced that this man was in poverty. And that's the mindset of an Edomite, man. That's the mindset of a god dang Edomite, man. Okay? So, hey man, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to bring that out real quick. You know, simply the spirit and power, YAHWASHI. Again, I want to give all honor, glory, and comparison worship to YAHWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Give honor to our apostle, our elders, great millstone, who will teach you on sound doctrine, strong shalom, to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children, that the Lord will have mercy on these last days. Your brother Kadash. Until next time, walk on the ball, Bible ball. Shalom.